Grand Rising from me and boyons. All right. Today's going to be a wild topic. We're going to talk about transgenders and transmutation and trans all of it. Trans. Whoop. Whoopsies. So, I have been in the conservative Christian circles, so I know the things they discriminate against. I know the things they've said about gay people. I know the things they say about transgender people. They won't even let their kids play dress up anymore because this is like, their own fear of like, if my kid thinks they're a girl if they wear a dress. You know, you like make fun of boys and stuff, but it's like meant to be funny. It's not meant, you're not meant to take life so seriously and be so high Hitler, authoritarian Nazis. Because that's what we're living in right now. It's like a Nazi America of these Christians who say, we can't do this, we can't do that. If somebody wants to change their gender, like, here's the deal. I don't think that kids should really, I believe that people have rights to their bodies, including kids. I do. I know that people hate that, but I believe that kids have rights to their bodies because you don't know how many lives they lived before this. Because religion has turned you off for reincarnation. You could have lived thousands of lives before this one, so you know how to come in here and do some shit, and your parents are telling you, no, you can't do that, you have to go to school. But your own intuition is telling you something else. But as a child, that's stolen from us. We have to go to our school and say our Pledge of Allegiance and learn about wars and killing people and just negative things. And then you have teachers getting frustrated at these little children because they can't sit still because it's unnatural for them. So you put on these ADHD medications. It's like, what are we are literally poisoning humanity. Like, we are all meant to be very individualistic people, like authentic people to ourselves. Like, we each have our own thing that we bring. Some people are writers, some people are painters, some people are woodworkers, like to build homes. Some people like to sew clothes. Some of us like to do multiple things. We're meant to do multiple things. We're not meant to be stuck at one place the rest of our life until 60. And maybe at 60 you get to retire, but you might have died by cancer. You might have died, you might be gone by then because of the fucking healthcare system. It's unnatural what we are doing. And here's the deal. I think this is my own perspective on transgender, and people can come for me if they want to. I think the entire medical system is bad. I think they're destroying people, and they're causing gender confusion in children because parents, Christians, haven't allowed their kids to like play dress up as boys or girls. Oh, don't put lipstick on my son. Don't paint his nails. Why? Who cares? You're more scared about what people are going to say about you than you actually are of them just having fun and enjoying life. Who cares if they want to decorate themselves? Look at Prince. Look at Steve, whatever, what is it, his name? Steven Tyler. You know what I mean? Like, all these, like, people, these celebrities, they don't give a fuck what you have to say. They are themselves authentically and wear the clothes they wanted to wear, and they don't care who made fun of them. They got made fun of. And look how, like, well, poor Prince, I think he was killed off. But who knows? You know what I mean? Like, people are just killing people all over the place for money, and it's just like, we are killing our loved ones over money. That's the society we live in. But I think the whole transgender thing, like, I don't think, like, here's the one thing I didn't agree with, because I've been following some girl I went to school with, high school with. I have been following, like, his story. Listen, if I say anything to be offensive, it's not to be offended. I don't take offense to things when people say things. They're just learning, and it's okay to correct people, but I'm not, like, I will speak your language if you want me to. If I need to do that to show you love, I will speak your language. But when it comes to transgender stuff, like, the one thing I didn't agree with is that he was so upset that the hospital didn't know the right stuff for, like, his body because he's a transgender. This is so new. Like, this is so new, and you can't go ahead and get mad at the doctors if they don't understand, like, all the different things. Like, this is a mad science. I personally feel like changing your gender is mad scientist shit, and it's not going to make you happy. I did my research on it before it became so popular. I did my research, and I found out that most people who transition end up committing suicide. And I was like, well, that can't be good. I don't think that's going to bring you happiness by changing your gender. I think there's other circumstances, maybe traumas, that may be causing you to want to be a different gender. I think it's cool, like, dress up however you want, wear whatever clothes you want. But, like, for me, anything medical, anything in the medical institutions, changing your appearance, anything like that is like that. It's not for me. I would hope my kids don't do that, but at the same time, if they decide that that's the world they want to live in and, like, do that to their bodies, like, who am I to judge? I mean, like, back then it was the tattoos were a big deal. Oh, no, it's permanent in your body. You know, and all my Christian grandparents were so mad that you got a tattoo. And now these kids want to do some weird scientist shit, okay? Like, their body, their choice. I do believe that people should have rights to their bodies. I don't think there should be any laws on anyone's bodies at all. Like, no laws. Like, people get mad at me. But here's what I will say. I do believe in natural law. And when you do something harmful to somebody, you will get your karma. You will eventually grow up one day, and that same thing's gonna come back to haunt you. That same thought, that same thing that you did, it does. It comes back to you later where you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? And it's cringy. And then you realize, I can't judge people for this other stuff, because, like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, you just start realizing things, and you start becoming less judgmental. And that's what we need right now in this country. But, like, right now you're judging people for who they vote for, or for how their political beliefs are. Or, like, you're fat shaming people because you don't agree with their friggin' political beliefs, and you're putting fat people on the internet making fun of them. Like, I saw that truck that was, like, blowing exhaust smoke, whatever, at people, at protesters in the street. And, like, that's, like, what we're doing to each other. How is it any different than the hoses that were being sprayed down on protesters and things like that? Like, people have a right to their voice, and the fact that you see both sides trying to shut each other down and cancel each other out is just like, what are you doing? We're supposed to be brothers and sisters and loving one another, but now we have this system that's, like, confused us all. We're all living in confusion. What's the fuck's going on? No one knows anymore. No one knows anymore. No one wants to be alive because what the fuck is this shit? I'm, like, literally working my life away to what? Like, fucking sit at an office all day long? No one's happy. Me and my client, my friend, actually, we were talking yesterday, and it's like, the more money you make does not make you happier. I would rather have simple, like, I've learned, I would rather have simple with, like, the energy of the humans around me and, like, nature around me. Like, I feel the most happy at a fire, giggling and laughing, dancing, singing. Like, that's what makes me happy. That's what makes me feel full and satisfied in life. Not going and sitting in a building all day long and, oh, Jesus. And then being scared of everything else because, oh, if I listen to this, it's demonic. If I do that, it's demonic. If I'm friends with this person, I'm going to get shamed by Jesus because, what the fuck are you talking about? Jesus was washing people's feet, you guys. In the story of Jesus, which is a story. It's a story. It was never meant for you to worship a man. That's the patriarchy who created a story for you to worship a man. You are God. You are the God. You are the divine. That's why you're supposed to have faith that your God, your intuition, we all each have our own. We all each have our own. Okay, is supposed to guide us and lead us through life. And nobody else's intuition. Man is evil, okay? Man, if they try to tell you what to do with your body, that's evil. You are supposed to listen to your own intuition, and your children also have their own. They have their own minds, their own interests, everything. And sure, they want to mirror you. They will look to see the things that you're doing, and they want to try the things that you're trying. Like, my daughter wants to do hair right now because that's what she sees me doing. And she wants to play with my hair and do stuff like that, and, like, get into, like, that whole world like that. And I think that's cool. I think that's beautiful. I never said, oh, you're too young to wear makeup. That can't happen. Oh, you're too young to color your hair. Why? That's what people would judge. I know in the past I was like, oh, why would she color her hair so young? Because I came from that judgmental, conservative Christian, like, you know, just hearing the comments, because I heard all the comments, even though I was a child, everything that was said around me was collected inside of me. Like, every word that was spoken around me from the adults, whether I was listening to their conversation or not, was sucked into my nervous system, sucked into my consciousness. I was collecting all the information at all times. And I realized I started portraying parts of those comments and judging people and the same things I heard my family judge others for. And it was like a chain. It's like this chain that's just like constant judgment, shame, manipulation, judgment, shame, manipulation, like trying to manipulate and say, oh, you shouldn't do that because of this. Like, shut the fuck up. Let people do what they want to do. You don't own anybody. Nobody owns anybody at all. Not your boyfriend, not your mom, not your dad, not your child, not anybody. Nobody owns anybody. And they were living in a world where people think they do. Well, it's my kid. I get a choice. Yeah, you do get a choice, and you're right. You absolutely get a choice, but don't forget that there is natural law. So you can choose to raise your kids that certain way, but I'm telling you, natural law is going to catch up with you, and I'm seeing it. I'm literally seeing people's appearances, how they act, their energies, all of it. I'm like, holy fucking karma season. It is upon us. I have definitely gotten my karma, and I'm still living through it. You know, we're constantly getting karma. It's a flow state. What you put out, you are going to get back, okay? If you put out a bunch of ishy shit, you will get karma. It is coming for you. And that's why you're supposed to fear God, the fear of God. It's the fear of karma. I don't do bad things. I could easily steal from a store. I mean, on all these cameras, you can't. But I have friends who will go to the store and they will scan the cheapest items and then like pay like $40 for things that should have been like $200. I've seen people do that. And I've had a few friends who do this, okay? I don't say a word. I don't tattle. I just look at them and I'm like, and I look at their lives and I'm like, oh, makes sense, you know? And it's like, not to be mean, but I don't do that. I don't care if anyone would know the difference or not. Like, even if I accidentally scan the wrong thing, I'm like, I literally will put it in the bag and I'm like, Stephanie, you know that's wrong. But it doesn't matter if no one, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like, that's wrong. And I will literally take the fucking thing back out and I will scan it and fix the right thing. If I accidentally the cheaper one or whatever, I will fix it. Because I'm like, no, you know, even though groceries are expensive, I'm like, fuck the system. I like, it's in me that I can't do like bad things like that. Like, I'm just like, ugh. There's certain laws, fuck the laws when it comes to my body. You can't, like, I'm a sovereign being. There's no laws over my body. So whatever I consume, whatever I do with my own life is my business and nobody else's. There should not be any laws in my body at all for any reason. So, like, again, with the whole cannabis thing, if I want to smoke cannabis, it doesn't make me a loser. It doesn't make me lazy. It actually makes me a better mom. It helps me to get things done. Like, even today, like this past week, I stopped using cannabis. And I wanted to see what would happen to my body. And I became very irritable. I had no patience. Like, even homeschooling Avalani was, like, really hard for me. I was, like, struggling really bad. Where I was, like, you know, like, the fucking demon mommy's coming out. And then my memory was, like, kind of going in and out. And I'm like, okay, and I couldn't sleep the same. Like, it was not... Cannabis is a medicine, and we have been lied to, and a lot of moms have had their children taken away. Even Andrew on his OFP is why he said she's his drug problem. And Andrew right now is in that mindset that his family was in, where he thinks it's a drug too, but it's not. It should have never been illegal. Because it literally connects you to self. It's a beautiful, nurturing medicine that connects you to self, and it makes you like more nurturing and more loving and more happy and more kind. Just like food, you need food to like survive. You need herbs and things like that to also survive. The burning bush that Moses was talking to in the Bible, that was, I think it was cannabis. There's the acacia bush or whatever, but we have something called the Akashic Records, and it literally keeps tabs on every life lived. Like, you are an energy source, your consciousness, like, that's what we are as humans. Like, there's not, like, a God out in the sky. Source is, like, within you, and we are all connected to source. All of us, every single one of us. It doesn't matter if you think you're better or not. Every single person out there is your equal. Every human out there is your equal. And it's up to you to plant those seeds of knowledge, of, like, you know, life, speaking life on people. Not saying, oh, you're wrong for that. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Or you shouldn't do that. Like, not doing that. It's like, wow, that's really interesting. Okay. Like, just listening to people and their perspectives and learning and having an open mind is how we're going to fix the country. But we're not going to fix it if we're shaming transgender and we're calling people pedophiles that we've never met before, because that's the bigger right now, is that you're seeing all these Christians. I've seen parents' pages who said their kids will never have sleepovers. And I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious? Your kid will never get to live like a life? And like, my sleepovers were the best. They were my escape from home and my mom, you know what I mean? For my family. And like, we need that. Like, homes have become a prison because of people's fears in society. And I don't agree with it. I want to talk about this more later. I'm going to have a little dance party with Boyan now, because that's what we do. He wants some attention. And something I teach my kids is that people are more important than phones. So when my kids are like really needing time with me or whatever, I put the phone down and I go hang out with them. So yeah, this is our life. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.